hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Revalo, cake decorator, coach, and teacher, and I am here to empower my fellow cake artists to be creative and to work together as a tight cake community by providing information and opportunities for all, regardless of their level of expertise and knowledge. If you are a cake artist, cake decorator, baker, or cake enthusiast and want to be coached for success, this podcast is for you. Let me help you set achievable goals, understand that managing your time, having a positive mindset, understanding your customer, selling, using social media for your cake business, and knowing how to teach your craft are all as important as flour, sugar, and eggs. Let me share with you what has worked for me, all from a very personal and down to earth perspective. I want for you to put your name out there, not to be stressed with time and working hours, and to participate in cake collaborations and competitions so one day you will be that cake artist featured in a cake magazine or teaching at international events, just like me. Welcome to the Art Cake Coach podcast. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here. I'm super happy to be here. It is not the usual day. Today is not on a Tuesday, as I'm usually recording my episodes. It's actually Friday. We had the Easter break last week and this week, and I had a very special friend visiting this week. A cake friend, my friend Chels. You have heard me talk about her here in the podcast. She lost her mom last month, and she needed some friend time, and she came to Lisbon to spend a few days with me. We had a blast. I played a tourist in my own town, which was great because there was a lot of sightseeing that. I haven't visited in a long time, so it was fun to be around Lisbon as a tourist. I was amazed by all the tourists that are here in Lisbon and all the nice things that you can visit now here. So come visit Lisbon because it's worth it. It was really nice. We had all the weathers possible. We had it was cold the first day. It was pouring rain on the second day. It was windy and sunny and cloudy on the third day. And yesterday was almost summer. I mean, we had all the weathers possible. Today is a beautiful spring day here in Lisbon, in the Cascais area where I live. Not too windy, not too cloudy. So I'm happy to be back here in the podcast. I did have some episodes pre-recorded, but I didn't want to release them just yet because they're reserved for another occasion. I have a very, very nice interview coming up, but I want to leave that for the end of the month, as today, or in this month of April, we're going to be focusing on time management, as I mentioned before. And I wanted to start the series with time management. Before we start this series, I have to tell you, or before we start this episode, I have to share with you that, or to remind you that I have a paid subscription to the Art K Coach podcast. The links are here available on the description of this episode. And in this paid subscription, which is only €2.99 a month, you're going to have access to audio classes specifically for time management, social media, goal setting. Last month of January was all about goal setting. Last month was all about niche and target audience. I'm finishing recording those classes actually because there's only one class available yet, but they're all going to be available this week. And next month, no, this month of April, is all going to be about time management. And oh boy, have I been studying and learning about time management. I've been taking, I love studying, I love learning, and I've been taking different courses on time management, and I came across one. I highly recommend it. I'm going to also tell you about it in the description of the episode. Uh, it was mind blowing. It was eye opening. It's when you get very steady information. It's not like, well, like fireworks and amazing, but all the little things that this person shared during this course were like, yes, yes. And I'm going to sum it up today for you here in this episode, and to share with you the 7 best tips I learned about time management in this past few months. But of course, you're going to have all of this in depth in the subscription of the podcast subscription plan of the podcast. It's nothing, guys. It's only $2.99 a month, and you will have access to the audio classes, access to Facebook groups, access to slides and supporting materials, and just invest in you. Just invest a little bit on you, because you can go a long way, and that's one of the points we're going to be talking about today. And of course, we have, if you want to go further in your journey as organizing your life as a cake artist, organizing your goals and your time, and figuring out what to post on social media, teaching, remember that you can book a one-on-one free discovery call with me, and we can talk about what you need, what are your expectations, what do you need help with, and we can see if we're a good match to talk and to work together. That's with the coaching sessions. Right now I'm offering one-on-one coaching sessions, and the plans will oh god, I cannot say this. I can't say this word today. Vary. I think it is. Well, anyway, the plans will be different for everyone, will be tailored to you and to your needs. So to know more about the coaching sessions and the free discovery call, you also have that in the description of this episode. You have the links for everything in the description of this episode. And of course, I'm going to ask you just one little tiny favor from your part. If you're listening to this episode today, and if you like what you are listening to, please download, and share this episode in whatever podcast platform you're using. And if you take a minute of your time, just leave me a started review on Spotify, because that will help me um, get the message across, and more cake artists can benefit from what I say here on the episode. So this is it for the intro, for the announcement. Now let's just start this. I'm going to do this episode today in one take. I decided that I'm going to do it as just a couple of friends having coffee and talking about having fun. If my dog allows it, I'm just looking at my dog. She's been sick. She's been a little bit under the weather, and I think she wants to go out I'm in my office and she's here with me, but I think she might want to go out. So I'm going to try to do this episode in one take, but I think it's not going to happen. But anyway, enjoy it. Like I said before, this episode is all about the best tips that I learned about time management in this past few months. We love Saracino, and we love its digital magazine. Saracino's free monthly magazine, We Love Pastry, is a monthly digital magazine bursting with absolutely incredible, easy to follow, and unique cake tutorials created by very talented artists from around the globe. Interesting interviews and blogs. You can also win products worth £50 and much more. You have cake tutorials, product information, cake events, cake collaboration, and you name it. Don't miss the free digital magazine every month by clicking in the link on the description of this episode. Thank you, We Love Pastry, for sponsoring today's episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Hello, my sweet friend. Let me invite you to subscribe to the Art Cake Coach podcast exclusive content platform. By becoming a member, you'll get exclusive monthly content and access to audio classes and workshops on goal setting, time management, social media posting, pricing mindset, and teaching. Get access to exclusive bonus content for only €2.99 a month. Check out the link to subscription platform on the description of this episode. Let me help you on your cake journey and coach you for success here at the Art Cake Coach podcast. So I thought I was going to do this in one take, but no, I'm just doing it. I had to do it in two takes. My dog wanted to go out. My kids were hungry. Because it's part. We're still on like spring break or Easter break. So yeah, I have both of my kids here at home, and well, my kids are grown up. But anyway, they're here and they're always calling for attention. You know how it is. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to not record the episode on a Tuesday. Like I said, my friend was here, my family was home. We were having fun as tourists here in Lisbon, Portugal. But actually, I honestly, it wasn't just the excuse that, oh, they were here or we're on a break or everything, but I organized and I planned my time to take a break. And that's one of the things that I learned through the the last course that I took on time management. Um, like I said, I think I've said this before. Time management is not about stretching the hour to do as much as you can, or stretching the hour or wanting more hours to do everything that you want, but fitting the things that you can do in 1 hour. That's it. It's the other way around. And we have got this wrong for so long. And it is creating so much stress to so many people that one of the things that I loved about the latest information that I came across with time management is that the first thing this teacher, says is you have to change your perspective on time management. And this episode today is all about that. I want to give you that as a gift. I want to share with you that the only way, and you know, I talk a lot about time management, but the only way that you can actually control the time, it's by letting it go. Simple as that. Just simple as that. And you actually feel like, physically feel on the top of your shoulders the weight coming off. I mean, once it really gets deep in your soul, you're like, yeah, this is it. This is what it's all about. It's not about trying to fit as many clients, as many activities, and as many things I can do or I wish I could do in an hour. It's not about stretching time. It's the other way around. So this is what this episode is really about. And like I said before, we're going to have a paid subscription series on time management where I'm going to share with you the how to achieve all of the things that I'm going to mention today. But having time with my friend, stop working for 4 days, stop everything, becoming a tourist in my own city for 4 days was a result of everything that I learned in the past few months about time management. And you ask, well, why is that important? Why is it important to take a time off? Because believe me, today I have more energy, I'm more focused, I'm more willing to work than I was before, because I was tired, I was overwhelmed, I was stressed. I've been working this past few months really hard. We had also the group. I mean, my job. I have my day job. I'm an ESL English teacher, and the group's anniversary, organizing the live demos, all of that. So I really needed those days, not as an excuse, but as part of my work. And that's the thing. When you change that perspective, like those days, my vacation days, my off days, my off afternoon, it's part of my job. It's part of what I have to do in order to be productive. And that's where the importance really lies, is the importance of I am in command not of time, and we're going to learn why, but I'm in command of how much I can fit into that hour. And that gives you power, that gives you a sense of control that is not going to be given to you by any time management technique. And we're going to talk about time management techniques as well. But actually, what is all about is about letting it go, is about being okay with taking time off. It's about being in control of what you try to fit in those hours and not the hours that you have. So, these are the best tips that I learned from this information on time management. Tip number one: shift your perspective about time management. One thing that you really have to understand is time is finite. You cannot have more than 24 hours a day. And I always say that to my coaches, and I've said it here on the episode. We all have the same 24 hours than everybody else. I have the same 24 hours that a mother has, that policeman has, that I don't know, Bill Gates could have, that Elon Musk can have. We all have the same time, the same 24 hours a day. We all go to sleep, we all wake up, we all eat several times a day. But what we do with the rest of our time is up to us. But time, you cannot stretch it. So we keep battling because, and I've heard this so much. I've said it too. "Oh, I wish the day had some more hours. I wish I had a 26-hour day. Just one more hour a day." No, you're not gonna get it. I mean, just look around, look at Earth and look at the sun and the stars and the moon and the universe. You're not going to have more than the 24 hours that you have. But what you have is control over what to do with those 24 hours. So the first thing I learned is time is finite. You cannot do everything. You just can't. And when you sit down and you really think, yeah, I just can't. I can't do everything. I can't be everywhere. I can't serve everyone. I can't say yes to everyone. I can't um, accept all the clients that just call me. I can't be there for everyone at the same time. I don't know what else to say. You just can't. You just can't do everything. But when you see it as a perspective of not losing, but choosing your battles, it's also, it's actually, I mean, rewarding. Is actually, you really honestly feel that you take the weight off your shoulders because it's not your fault anymore. You do have the 24 hours because we feel bad. We feel guilty when we're not there for everyone. As parents, we think that we need to work because we need to provide, but we're not there all the time for our children, but we're not there every time for our friends, we're not there every time for family. But we have to be 100% of the job. Wait a second. I still have the 24 hours that everybody else, that even my kids have. So I'm going to choose my battles in, as much as I can, of course. And in the time management series, we're going to talk about that, about the fixed activities, the things that you cannot choose not to do, and the things that you can choose to do or not to do. But it's all about understanding that the time is finite. You cannot do everything, and you have to choose your battle. That was number one. The number two tip that I learned was don't get caught up in the efficiency trap. It generates more stress and more things to do. Yes, we think that the secret of time management is to be efficient, to be I do so much. I'm so efficient because I do so much. Sometimes we don't finish those many things that we do, but we are efficient because we're doing a lot. But let me tell you a secret. But it's not a secret, but let me tell you anyway. The more you do, the more things you will have to do because things generate things. I don't know if you are a fan of Harry Potter. I am a Potterhead, fan of Harry Potter. And if you remember in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, when they were looking for one of the Horcruxes on, I think it was Bellatrix Lestrange vault on Gringotts, every time they touched an object, the object reproduced in three more, and three more, and three more, and three more, and three more. That's exactly what happens with time and things, not with time. That's exactly what happens with to-do lists. Because, and every time, I mean, let me see how I get it. You decided to, let's say, embark as a teacher. Okay, I'm going to teach cake decorating. I'm going to start being a teacher, but I don't want to stop doing my cake business. But I have my clients and I have my website and I have this. Every time you say, okay, today I'm going to do the website, and you start working on the website, and the website generates, okay, but then I have to take the pictures for the website, then I have to edit the pictures of the website, then I have to put it on the platform that, it's like you had one thing first, the website, and the website becomes three or four things to do. And in the other hand, you have your client, and the client is called a client. Find the materials, buy the product, do the cake, the consultations, the emails. The It's more things and more things to do. In the other hand, you had, I want to teach, so I have to organize a project, and then after the project, I have to sit down and see how I do it, break it step by step. I mean, every single thing that you start doing is going to generate more things to do. And the efficiency trap is going to tell you that you can do everything. Just dedicate half an hour to everything. And I'm sorry, because I've said this before. And I do believe in managing and segmenting time. I do. But like I said before, you have to choose your battles. You cannot do it with everything. So, this efficiency trap that tells you if you dedicate half an hour to everything, you will finish with your to do list. Well, newsflash, not true. You will never finish with the to-do list, because that to-do list will multiply. So what is the secret, you say, Christina? So what do I do? Choose your battles. Decide what to do. Dedicate the time. And we're going to talk about that in number 3 or 4. Decide what to do and focus on what you're doing in front of you. And do not focus on doing many things at the same time. Because if you focus on the time management technique instead of the task that is in front of you, what you're going to do is to generate more things to do, more stress, and it's going to be an eternal wheel that is never going to end. So, and this is going to connect with the next one. So, let me just recap. Number 1, shift your perspective about time management. It is finite and you cannot do everything. Choose your battles. Number 2, don't get caught up in the efficiency trap. Efficiency techniques are okay, are helpful, but you cannot focus only on the technique. You have to focus on the task in front of you. Otherwise, you will generate more things to do and more stress. Live the now. And that's what I said. This was connected. That's number 3. Live the now. Don't live in an eternal future and focus on the step in front of you. When we think of time management, we think of one day, I will finish all of this and I will be happy and I will have the result, right? The thing is, time just keeps going and we're always going to have a future in front of us. So we're never going to actually get there until the day we die. I mean, that's when we say, okay, I got there. That's it. But meanwhile, we're never going to get there because we're always going to have a future. We're always going to have an outcome of something. So we're never getting there. Our focus is in the result, but we're never getting there. We live in an eternal future instead of the now. So when you focus on the step in front of you, when you focus on the now, you heard this before, just focus on the journey. It's about the journey, not the destination. Yes, it is. Because actually, when we are done, when time is up, is when we're not longer going to be in this life. And we don't want that. We want to be happy now, not in the future. We want to be accomplished now, not in the future. We want to do things that will satisfy me and give me results now and not in the future. So, focus on the little steps. Don't focus on the technique. Focus on the task in front of you. Number 4, small decisions take you very far. When we think of time management, and believe me, I've been there so many times. you are overwhelmed because you have a lot of things in your plate. My coaches, if you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. You have a lot of things in your plate. You think of, well, but I could do this and this and that, but if I do this, I have to do another thing and another thing. I mean, we're in an eternal battle to take a decision. And we think that taking a decision is saying, well, from now on, and I'm the queen of this, you guys. If my husband was listening to me, would be like, yeah, yeah, of course, because he knows that I battle with decisions so many times. I'm always constantly battle with decisions because I see decisions as a final thing, as this is it. I'm not doing anything else. Like, I'm starting the juice diet and I'm only going to drink juices for a month. Of course, I mean, I don't get to the second day. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not. Then I feel like a failure, that I'm not doing it. I'm not losing the weight. And with that, you name it. Every time I think about all the endeavors that I have is like, well, from now on, today, I'm just going to dedicate, like, I'm not doing cakes anymore. So I'm just going to be a podcaster. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. And I think I take this big decision, like, yeah, it's a finite decision. This is it. And then that's not the truth. That's not what happens, because I do have other endeavors. I do have other things. I do have other projects. I cannot just stop collaborating. I cannot just stop the group. I cannot just stop Cake Friends Stay Creative. I can't. So we think taking a decision is taking a big decision. Like in the movies, you took that decision and it changed the course of your life, and now you are successful. Guys, let me tell you a very, very small secret. Small decisions can take you very far. If you're familiar with Tony Robbins and his courses, and this is not me saying it, I've actually, he said it in one of the courses that I took. If you change the route of, imagine, I think he put the example of a stone. If you throw a stone or if you throw a dart or something like that. But imagine a plane. If you change the route of a plane by, I don't know, by 3, 4, 5 degrees, in the long run, that plane is not going to get to the original destination, right? But it's going to, I mean, in the negative way, we want to get to the destination. But in the positive way, if you want to make changes in your life, just changing one little thing can make a very lasting change in your life. So, decisions, sometimes the decisions is not about taking the big decision and saying, I'm just going to do this. It's about just taking a small decision, shifting a few degrees. And I'm going to tell you, in the subscription class, in the audio class and subscription of the RK Coach podcast, I'm going to be sharing with you how to take those decisions in a way that you're going to feel comfortable taking them. But what can I give you today that you can walk away with something? Take small decisions and think about this. Can this decision be reversible? If it doesn't work, can I go back? If it's a yeah, if it is a yes, it means like, okay, let me just shift a little bit. And if it doesn't work, I'll come back. It's fine. It's okay to miss out. That's another thing. We think if we shift a little bit, we're going to be missing out other things. How can you miss out something that you never had? So you're still in the same place. You're not going to be missing out anything. It's like sometimes I think, oh, I should do these episodes on YouTube because everybody's on YouTube and I'm missing out. I'm not missing out. I'm just not doing it on YouTube because I've never done it. So am I missing something out? No, I never had it before. So I'm not missing anything out. So I decide that for now, I'm not going to do it. That's a decision. And you can always move on. In the future, doesn't work, is not the one you wanted, okay, you stop, you change it. What I usually do is I give myself a time frame. I'm gonna shift this 5 degrees and I'm gonna give myself 3 months, see where it takes me. If it doesn't take me anywhere, I'll shift it again. So small decisions take you far. Number 5, make your peace with planning. Yes, I am saying that the queen of planning, but um, planning cannot run your life. Planning has to be a guide, and you are in control of the planning. The planning is not in control of you. Okay. I still um a big advocate of planning. I love planning. I have 1,000 notebooks, you know me, agendas, notebooks, I mean, sticky notes, anything you name it. But I am in control. I just take my pen or my pencil, I erase everything that I want or anything that I don't want. I do it. I'm in control of that planning. The planning is a guideline that will give me a clue because my head cannot keep up with everything of what it's next. But, and it gives me also an idea of what outcome with the goal setting, what outcome I want. But it changes sometimes. Sometimes the outcome is not what I wanted. Sometimes the day doesn't go the way I planned it. And it's okay. It's okay if it doesn't happen. So make your peace with planning. Planning cannot be the driver of your life. It has to be a guideline. Number 6, choose what really matters. Like I told you before, this week I chose what it matters. My friend needed me. She lost her mom recently and she needed some time off. She took this trip, and on Tuesday we were in where were we? We're in Lisbon. It was pouring rain, and I said, "Oh, I didn't record this week's episode. So, do you want to do it when you get home?" I was like, "No, I'm with you. I'm with you here. We're having fun. We're getting really, really wet in Lisbon because it was pouring rain, and we're having so much fun." It's like, no, I mean, Tuesday, Friday, it's okay. My listeners will be there. I know they will be there, and nothing happened. She went back, and I'm here today. So I chose what really mattered that day. Sometimes I plan to, I don't know, to record episodes, to complete collaboration. And my kids, my oldest daughter or my daughters are home watching, I don't know, a series on TV. And I can spare 30 minutes, just sit down with them and create that memory with them. It's fine. I can spare those 30 minutes as easily. I mean, it's easy and it's fine. And that's what really matters. So choose what really matters, and choose what you get exposed to. I'm a person that believes that you create your own world, you create your own energy around you. There are things that I just choose not to engage with because for me, that's a waste of time. Like, and probably this is going to stir some controversy if you like it or not. But I don't watch the news. I don't listen to news. I don't watch the news. I don't. If something happens big enough for me to get my information about, I mean, it's going to be online, it's going to be on social media, or my husband is going to talk to me about it. And if I'm interested, I will go and look forward and look further information about it. If I'm not, I just pass it by because my finite time is going to be dedicated to the things that when I'm no longer here are going to be leaving some stamp here in the world. And I'm not saying I'm going to change the world. No, it's going to create memories with my kids that they're going to talk about those memories with my grandkids. It's going to be to create art, edible art that is going to either make happy a client or you know um, have a purpose and a collaboration or in a magazine. It's going to be about this, about creating these episodes that everything that I do is to help you. That's what I choose to do. So I choose what matters to me. And number 7, this is also connected with my friend's visit, be social. Part of our nature as humans is to uh, live in community, to be a society, to be a pack, a tribe. We need our tribe. And this world has changed so much in the past years where we have a constant battle with efficiency, with time. We have become lonely. We have all started, or most of us, to start working from home where we don't know where our boundaries are, where our work starts and finish, where we're constantly busy. Okay, not efficient, but busy, because it's either the family, things from home, things from work. We cannot just stop, or we feel that we cannot just stop. Our phones had made us creatures of constant, I don't know if it's the word, constant busyness, constant reward. We cannot just sit and contemplate the sky. We have to be doing something. And if I don't have anything to do, I just pick up my phone and start scrolling on social media. But we're not being social. We're actually every single time getting lonelier and lonelier. So within your time management, program a time to be social. Go out, see people, talk to people, go to the supermarket and talk to the lady on the register machine. I don't know. Go to the gym, sit in a park, and just look at the people and try to make conversation with a stranger. Anything that will take you back to your, our human roots of being in community, of being social and being a tribe, and dedicate a little bit of that finite time to that. Believe me, after spending almost a week with my friend, going out, seeing my city as a tourist. Yesterday, I was ordering food, and this lady from Palestine was next to me, and she was kind of lost with the food ordering. And she asked me, "What's good here?" And I said, "Well, this is actually a Mediterranean food place, so it's not very typical." But I said the falafel is good, and she's like, "Well, I'm from Palestine. I don't think I want falafel." I was like, "Well, that's yeah, don't just don't eat it." But I got to meet a woman and her family from Palestine that I would never ever dream to meet, and just ask her, "Do you like Portugal? How is it? How was it? Are you enjoying your visit? Try this food, try this place because it's good." And this lady, when she goes back home, she's going to remember the crazy girl lady in a purple blazer who was talking to her about Portugal. So, and those little things are the ones that matter at the end. Little things. And as cake artists, my friends, we are very lonely in our. I just mentioned this in an interview that I had last week. Our job is quite lonely. We work by ourselves in our kitchen, in our studios. Um, so if you can, just invest in you and take that little time to go to a cake event, to join a live course, to step online in any of my classes, or any other teachers classes. Be social with even the online groups, but talk. My friendship with Cholis, with my friends, just came from an online group of cake decorating. And now for me, she's family. So just take the time to step out, see the good in people, and be social. Because believe me, at the end of the day, you're going to be happier. You're not going to be regretting the time that you spend with any of the activities that I just mentioned. You are going to be filled with more creativity and more enthusiasm to face life. And you're going to realize that even though time is finite, what really matters is, like my friend, my friend Gandalf the Grey says, is what you do with the time that is given to you. That's it. That's it. You're not going to get more than 24 hours. But if you want to know how to take the best of those 24 hours of your finite time, if you want to know how to take those small decisions in a comfortable way that will help you move on your cake decorating journey or your journey as a cake artist, if you want to know some tips and some planning techniques that would actually don't make you stress and won't ruin your life, I'm going to invite you to listen to the upcoming podcast episodes on the paid platform here on Spotify, Anchor. All the links are here. It's only €2.99 a month, and you will have access to these classes where I share the how. If you're still not sure, there is a free Facebook group on time management from last year classes where I share many techniques, okay? A little bit of idea about how to manage your time, but it's very pragmatical, very practical. It doesn't have to do with all of these things that I talked to you today. However, it's the time management technique that I use for myself, and I do a lot of things, and I'm not stressed about it. So it could help you. The links are going to be here on the description of the episode, and if you can walk away with something today, if you say, well, Christina, this is it, I'm not going to go any further in my time management series or my time management journey, just walk away with the idea that that's it. Time is finite and you are in control with the fact that you're the one who decides what to do with your time. Okay. And that's it for today. My sweet friends, thank you so much. Stay tuned for more episodes on time management, not only in the subscription platform, but also here in the free platform. And stay tuned for a very special interview that is going to be released at the end of the month. But I'm not going to tell you who is it. It's going to be a surprise. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for listening. Um, I really hope I got the message across to all of you because, like I said before, I consider my superpower time. I wish I could travel in time. I cannot travel in time, but I can control what I do with it. So that's a superpower that I think I have, and it could be your superpower as well. So my friends, love you all. Take care. Big hug to everyone. Thank you so much for being in the other side and listening. Thank you for giving me those 45 minutes of your time to listen to myself and to listen to me and to let me help you as much as I can. And I'm going to say goodbye as I always say goodbye. Stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you next time. Hey, my sweet friend, if you like this episode and enjoy this podcast, there is only one thing I want from you. Please like, follow, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platform where you're listening to this podcast now. This way, this program can keep growing. The algorithm will show it to more cake artists who will benefit from it. Download the episode, share it on your social media, and tag me, and I'll gladly tag you and follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. You can leave me a voice message on Anchor, Spotify for podcasters, answer the questions and polls on the episode, or leave me a comment on my social media. Even if you don't like what I say, I would love to hear your opinion. And let me invite you to follow me on Instagram as at the Art K Coach or in any of my social media accounts. I'll leave you all the links in the description of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Art K Coach podcast.